Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I'm making this video because I got some really good feedback from the hypnosis track that I shared the other day. And I'd like to quickly tell you what to expect after you listen to it. I'd like to also answer some of the questions that you asked. How many times can you listen to it? As many as you wish. There's not a limit. So what this hypnosis track does is activates a lot of our dormant parts. All the things that we have been keeping inside, all the pain, all the struggles, the sadness and the sorrow and the rages, we keep inside. And then we also have thousands and thousands of parts outside here that we rejected. These are the things that we judge. These are the things that we don't like. We don't like about ourselves. So we push them away a long while ago. And those are typically our shadows. And what this hypnosis does is allows your molecular structure to accept love. And without love, there's absolutely no healing. That's what got this civilization to this big mess, because we were completely loveless. All of the things that we keep in and suppress it, the hurts, the traumas and everything, those are unloved parts of us. And then the parts and the shadow cells and the judgments, everything out here, the things we don't like, are also loveless and unloved parts of us. Even though they are out here, it's part of us, but no longer really connected. They are not integrated. So what this hypnosis does, actually does many things. It's a very sophisticated psychological sequence of events, and it allows your molecular structure at the unconscious level to begin to accept love. And some of you, depending on how much inner work you've done, will feel this bliss, this wonderful feeling, and some of you might have other things come up, and I'll explain what's going on. If any kind of fear comes up, it's because in our mind there's what we call the fear of the next step. And in this hypnosis, I help you activate your divine blueprint. We are not here by accident, and we are here to actually find, unveil, and then share our divine gift, our unique gift. This has been a huge problem for humanity because we were living in the hamster wheel lifestyle and completely going against our divine design. That's why this civilization is going down and it's so sick, because we were doing the things that were exhausting and we were not doing the things that could elevate us. So if you feel that additional things like a dream comes up, do not run. Don't run from anything. The next step is revealing itself in a metaphorical form. Somebody said, I'm dreaming of tall trees and everything has been chopped off. Well, what does that mean? What's the metaphor? If you have a good, reliable dream dictionary, then look it up. I can download it, but right now I just want to focus on the general message. Don't be afraid of your emotions. This is the key. We have been suppressing everything. Let it come up, because when it comes up, then you can examine them. And in this hypnosis track, I use a very interesting metaphor. I talk about a farmer who had a wonderful life. This kind of takes us back in time, say Lemuria, where there's absolutely bliss and abundance. Many of us have been there. And then came the thief who took the crops and the animals. The thief is an incredibly important shadow character. We all have a rejection or some kind of like a shadow compensation for the thief. It's in us. It's a shadow aspect of us. Many people around us are acting it out. They steal things. They take things. There's the grabber taker aspect of the human. And in that hypnosis, I began to instruct the mind to heal the thief. Because how do you feel if somebody called you a thief? You'd be upset, would you? Or would you not? You don't get upset, actually, it's the ego that gets upset because the ego does not want to be exposed. So through the hypnosis track, I begin to heal the thief, this shadow story. And here's why. Throughout history and throughout, the thousands of years, we've been fooled. We've been told things that were not true at all. Not true at all. One of the ancient traumas is the heartbreak. I think if you watch the video about the 14 trauma types, it's number 10, the heartbreak. Everyone has it. Everybody has it. Super deep, potentially dozens of places and dozens of times. But the psychology of the heartbreak is nothing like what you would think. The ego likes to make us think that that person broke our heart. Nobody can break our heart. We break our own heart. But that's an ego trick. The ego flips things around. It turns the what I call the glove inside out and goes, "Hey, look at this. It's a glove." Yeah, but it's not right. It's not exactly the way I remember it. And that's the thing. It's not exactly the way we remember things. And if you understand the psychology of traumas and heartbreak and the lovelessness, then you will find this particular track extremely helpful because it really starts allowing the light in. It's a process. It's not going to be happening overnight. And it also kind of switches off the momentum of the heartbreak. The heartbreak, as I mentioned, is a nasty story because every time we were promised something, it could be anything from a teacher, from parents, from society, from the boss. Hey, I'll give you a good bonus if you jump high. Okay, I'm jumping high. I'm sorry, not this year. We have financial issues, no bonus. It results in a reenactment of our heartbreak. Okay, so our heart has been broken. And as you might have noticed, I am not into all this fluffy, superficial, explanations. Oh, it's going to be wonderful one day. All you got to do is just, comb your unicorn and, say affirmations. It's going to kill you. If you're not willing to go to the depth, if you're not willing to face your fears, if you're not willing to look in your mind and just examine the warehouse, it's going to kill you. So that hypnosis check, since it activates the love, it kind of opens the portal to allow the divine love. Our ego, which is in opposition to that, gets pissy. What do you mean? Who is this guy? Why is this happening? Because the ego is afraid of being exposed. It has tens of thousands of tricks. So if you feel a little emotional, like a little fear, a little this, it itches here, itches there, is because your ego is starting to come up with new strategies because it's been exposed. And also the healing is taking place. So many things happen now. As well, the heartbreak that we have been carrying on, or from centuries, if not for thousands of years, is now begin to heal. I put in some instructions where I understand the inverted psychology of the heartbreak. So it's now letting go. It sounds very hypnotic. It's now letting go. But that's what's happening. So if you feel that interesting things are happening, is because you basically are coming alive. Okay? You basically are awakening to a different level of reality. If you think about it, we've been so suppressed. We are magnificent, powerful creatures, but we've been told that we weren't that. The human is the most powerful species in the universe if we allow that to be and that to happen. And that can only happen once you empty your mind. Because the mind programs go against that greatness. The unconscious programs go against your divine, blissful, purposeful, and meaningful life. So that's why I wanted to share this with you, because deep down at the quantum level, the quantum mind, our ego holds on to beliefs that are completely invisible to us. And if you've got a thick, logical head, it's not going to make sense. But our ego violently opposes our evolution. It tells you at the belief level is that our evolution is a hoax. It tells you that our purpose is a hoax. It tells you also that God is here to punish you. So you see that the enemy is inside. And if you don't invert these things, you will then continue going down on that nosediving airplane. So that's what I have helped you kind of like neutralize. And now you have to put conscious effort into taking the next step, because you're not here by accident. You're here to heal your traumas. Underneath your traumas is your divine gift. And when you find your divine gift, it's going to feel good, but it's also going to feel a little scary. There's no evolution without fear. Because when you want to bring your divine gift to the world, you have to put yourself in front of other people who you may or may not know. That is why so many people who are otherwise good talkers and good speakers, the moment they get exposed to a camera, you put them in front of a camera, they have a meltdown. They have a meltdown because it's a totally different psychology. So your divine gift is in you, not mine. I don't know what it is, okay? Your divine gift is exactly in accordance to your numerological soul contract, your agreement with the Ascended Masters, and it is your job to unveil it through the healing of your mind and then bring it to the world. And that's what this hypnosis helped you achieve, or at least to get the process started. If you remember the video with the warehouse with a bunch of pallets and boxes and packages and stuff, all those packages have to be opened up and examined and crossed out, and then you can recycle them and then empty the warehouse. So if you have any kind of negative emotions come up, take that opportunity to examine them. And then once you take that opportunity and once you examine them, then you can neutralize them. Neutrality is key. I made a podcast about it. It's on a prosperity mindset. Once you're able to neutralize things with the right techniques, sometimes you have to apply multiple techniques to a certain structure. And once you're neutral, you become wise. Wisdom also means that you're above that old problem, that old pattern. Okay? So as you may or may not have picked up, humanity doesn't have time. We don't have that, oh, I'll do it next year. And no, there's no next year. Okay, if you don't do things now, due to the solar codes and the incoming upgrades in consciousness, people are going to be left behind who are not taking this seriously. So that's what I'm telling you. There's help available. There's always a mentor out there who has been through what you're looking for, and let go of your unworthiness, because the unworthiness is what has been talking us out of evolution and going for what we want. All right. So that was it, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.